What is going on, guys? I'm back. The Tribe of Nerds are back live again to talk more Marvel announcements because D23 just happened and a bunch of stuff just got announced. The XMen is the big one. VisionQuest, more came out about that finally, and another Doomsday trailer. So a lot to discuss here. I believe Josh is going to be joining me in a little bit, but I'll filibuster a bit and kind of talk about some of the stuff we got going on the channel. So yeah, really happy with everything going on right now. We've got some fun stuff even without me on it. We got Traitors Australia, or Australian Traitors, with Michael and Austin. They're doing a great job the past 2 weeks. I've been catching up on that as well. And it's a fun time. It's fun to watch some Australian survivors that we've talked about as well. Austin is also with Devin on Big Brother, and then Devin and I are doing Survivor What Makes, spinoff of our What If series that Shane and I do, where we interview Survivor players and talk about the grand calculus of the Survivor multiverse. And of course, we've got Total Drama Island as well that Devin and I are a part of. Obviously, the other fun series that we've done on the channel, the Survivor Every Returning Player Ranked. We're planning on doing another ranking series before Survivor 51 with Shanna, Brian, Shane, and I, and then the four of us are looking to cover Survivor 51 together. So that should be a lot of fun. And yeah, Road to Avengers Doomsday, as Josh will be joining us. I'm sure that has been going strong, and we have Thor Ragnarok and Spider-Man Homecoming. So y'all should subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff, because we're popping off with all this great content. But y'all wanted to hear us talk about some Marvel stuff. So I'll get into some of it while I'm waiting for Josh. But yes, so let's get into that Doomsday trailer because there's a lot of fun stuff that they put in the second trailer. More stuff about Doctor Doom, which is hugely important because you want to set up Doctor Doom more and more in this universe because he's the new big bad of the MCU. And you know, whereas Thanos, as much as like people are criticizing that right now of like, oh, did Thanos actually have build up? Yes, Thanos had build up, because even when he wasn't actually there was stuff mentioning, okay, Thanos is there, and the Infinity Stones and stuff that had to do with Thanos. Like, there was absolutely set up throughout the Infinity Saga leading up to Thanos's reveal. And obviously they were pivoting away from Kang, or they originally were doing Kang the Conqueror, and then they pivoted to Doom. And so a lot of the multiverse saga is trying to lead to Kang the Conqueror, and it just wasn't going to work. But with what was happening, and obviously what Jonathan Majors did. But yeah, I mean, again, this is really fun to see more from Doom here. And the big notes that I have, I mean, look, we got Sentinels. Clearly, we know the X-Men are coming. The old X-Men are coming. So clearly Doom is like resurrecting Sentinels from the earth. But the big stuff about Doom in this is Doom lost everything. He used to be this kind person, this amazing person. As Sue Storm says, the Fantastic Four know Victor. So that's already been established, is that this Victor from their universe, they know him, they're friends with him, as Doctor Doom should be with the Fantastic Four. So that's always awesome. And so yeah, I'm glad that they're sticking to that route, how it should be. And then the other big thing is, of course, Doom talking about stolen lives. So how all of them have stolen lives from other people in the multiverse. That's very interesting. Like, Steve has obviously gone back and lived with Peggy Carter from Endgame, and so like clearly there's like some big ramifications for that, I think, because of that decision that Steve made to be selfish for once in his life and go back and live with the person that he's loved and missed all these years. I assume, like, you know, it'll factor in with the X-Men and the Fantastic Four and everybody else as well. So I am curious how, and Thor with his daughter as well. So clearly when Stolen Lives, I think it definitely pertains to some of the children. I think it pertains to what these heroes have decided to do. And so I do find that extremely fascinating. And so it should be interesting. Again, like, I think there's a lot that is out there leaks wise for the plot of Doomsday. I'm definitely curious how how it's gonna go. Like, I don't know how true the leaks are. They sound pretty ridiculous if they are true. They did also have Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds come on screen and talk about how they really want a part in Doomsday, like Deadpool feeding lines to Wolverine in the background. I think that's really fun. I think they'll be in Doomsday as well. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think I'd be surprised if Wolverine and Deadpool are not in Doomsday in some way, shape, or form. We still have to find out why Thor was crying. So that is important to find out. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see Doomsday. I'm surprised they haven't been, like, I think in some theaters they have the theater near me when I've gone to see Spider-Man a couple times. There hasn't been a trailer for Doomsday, which I've been a little bit shocked. Like, that trailer from Doomsday isn't playing before Spider-Man. So usually in the past, we've always had the next Marvel movie getting marketed with the one that's currently coming out. So, yeah, very, very interesting here. But yeah, I think Doom is going to be fun to watch. So I think Robert Downey Jr. is going to go great after hearing his accent. Like, he's doing a great job. RDJ is a fantastic actor, so it's not surprising for that. All right. Let us head to the next thing, which is, of course, VisionQuest. So this show that we've been hearing about, that is the conclusion to the WandaVision trilogy of WandaVision, Agatha All Along, and now VisionQuest is concluding that. We're supposed to finally get Tommy Maximoff because we've gotten Billy, aka Wiccan, and now Tommy, aka Speed. We're going to get that conclusion and how that is going to, what's going to happen with that. So, and then obviously the big exciting thing is that Ultron James Spader being back, and even in like human avatar form. Like, that's really crazy. Like, I think that makes it so interesting that, like, we're seeing inside Vision's head, and like this is how he's learning all these memories, like, of him and Wanda, even like that Scottish bar that they were in Infinity War, or like they were near that Scottish bar, I believe, when everything happened. So like, so I think that's going to be interesting. We also see AI human avatars for Jarvis, obviously, who Paul Bettany used to voice. Like, obviously, that is a part of who Vision is. Friday, which is Tony Stark's AI after Jarvis. Edith, Even Dead, I'm the Hero, with the glasses in Spider-Man Far From Home, that Tony Stark gave to Peter. I know that's a whole like controversy with like, you know, the beginning of Far From Home. Like, I feel like people hate the glasses plot line. I'm fine with it. I'm a Far From Home defender though, so yeah, that's I like that movie, honestly. And then Dummy and You, so Tony Stark's other buddies, VisionQuest could be good, but also 5 years too late. I do agree, Coach Drew. I think that it is. Yeah, I feel like it could have come out way earlier because obviously we saw White Vision, he flew off. And just we haven't seen him for 5 years. So yeah, I definitely agree. It's like what Agatha came out 3 years after WandaVision, so like that even came out a little later than it should have because of all like the projects that Marvel was pumping out. So yeah, but I think Vision Quest looks interesting. I'm definitely the most excited to see James Spader as Ultron. I think he's going to be fun. And just like this means that Vision probably, when that last Ultron bot, that he probably didn't technically destroy it, he absorbed it. Like in the game Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, they have kind of some sort of version of that, where Vision has the Mind Stone and he basically traps Ultron's consciousness inside the Mind Stone. So I think that that's probably how that happens in the MCU now. So that's my thought. And then I think clearly we're gonna get the ghost of Agatha and Billy, aka Wiccan. I think they're showing up at the end of this to tie it together, tie this like trilogy together with a nice little bow and end it. And then I don't think we're hearing from them again. Like I don't think they'll be in Doomsday. I know we've talked about Ultron being in Doomsday potentially, but I think this is it for a lot of these characters, that we probably will never see them again, and that's kind of unfortunate. But it's an interesting concept. Then they would still rely on us remembering that scene with the two of them at the end of Age of Ultron. Yes, yeah. It would require us having, or most people having like a memory of what happened there. They could always show it again. They could always show that moment of what happened and then like make up the rest of the scene of like, okay, like, or refilm something for it. They could absolutely do that. So I do wonder though. I do wonder what they're gonna do because they honestly, just based on how a lot of the shows have been, I'm honestly doubting they're gonna show something like that. But maybe I'm wrong. So I mean, listen, the first two in this trilogy, WandaVision and Egg were both really good. So I have no doubt that this will at least be good. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. And then I'm sure Josh is going to want to talk about this when he shows up, but let's talk about what we have come to talk about primarily, which is, Come to Me, My X-Men. And we have to talk about the X-Men cast here because this is awesome. I believe there were rumors that they had someone cast as Beast as well, and then he dropped out, so they just obviously went with everyone else that they had, which is totally fine. But obviously we have Sadie Sink as Jean Grey, obviously from Brand New Day, and having her introduce everybody in the beginning of like the X-Men panel was really good. And yeah, I mean, we're gonna find out like where she's off to at the end of Brand New Day, like clearly to build the X-Men, how that comes about, whether there's an X-Mansion in the MCU now, or maybe there's going to be because of what happens in Doomsday and Secret Wars. That's probably what's going to happen, that we have to wait till Doomsday and Secret Wars and then find out like the whole incursions and everything. The aftermath is that the X-Men have always been in the MCU. That's probably what is going to happen, to be honest. That's my opinion, but yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. So I feel like we'll probably get Sadie Sink in probably Secret Wars, I would think. So oh yeah, so glad they didn't do Adam Driver as Magneto. Would have been too easy. Having him as Mr. Sinister. Yes, we will get to that in a second. I think Adam Driver, they've been wanting to get him for a while. Kevin Feige has like talked about it for so long, of like they have been wanting Adam Driver for something. So it's cool that they finally got him, but we'll get there in a sec. So the next big thing, so let's get to the rest of the team. Kit Connors Cyclops. So I don't know much about Kit Connors' filmography, but it's awesome that we get Cyclops, and hopefully we get some justice done to Cyclops, because he's supposed to be like the leader of the X-Men. And I mean, I think we'll also see some of that with Doomsday, with James Marsden actually giving some justice to Cyclops, or getting to do some justice, because the old X-Men films did him very, very dirty. We have Christopher Abbott as Professor X. I did not know that he was married to Aubrey Plaza. So Mr. Aubrey Plaza, as Kevin Hanna said. But yes, Charles Xavier. Obviously, they went with a younger Charles Xavier as well. So yeah, I mean, obviously everybody is used to, like, you know, I mean, James McAvoy obviously was like the younger one. So like, we've obviously had him. He was great. I think everybody is used to Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier. But yeah, I think I haven't seen this Christopher Abbott's filmography either. But clearly he has what they want in their Charles Xavier moving forward. And yeah, this means that we can't wait to watch them kill off Patrick Stewart for like the 5th time in a Marvel movie coming up. Then we have Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. I'm familiar with Samara Weaving because I've watched some of her stuff. So like Babysitter, which interesting 2 movies right there. She was obviously the opening kill in Scream 6. Yes. Scream 6, and then she's in the Ready or Not franchise. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but she's in that, and she's also in Ash vs. the Evil Dead. Probably a bunch of other things, but that's what I know Samara Weaving from. And as Emma Frost, I think perfectly cast. They absolutely know what they're going for there. And then Indy Navarrete as Rogue. So this is so Indy, I believe, was just in the film Obsession. So again, not another movie I've not seen yet. But again, clearly they wanted so many of their younger stars that have been in some like recent movies, popular movies, and so like clearly they saw something in her in Obsession that they knew would be perfect for Rogue. Again, I think another character that they want to do justice to at this point, because Anna Paquin got done pretty dirty, I think, in the old X-Men films. And so specifically because they literally, Days of Future Past, they literally had the Rogue cut and then made a cut without her, which is after when I rewatched Days of Future Past a few years ago for our Fox X-Men coverage for Deadpool and Wolverine, I did watch the Rogue cut, and I'm like, why have I never watched the Rogue cut before? Because this is so much better than the actual cut of the movie that we got, because it makes so much more sense for Rogue to be helping Wolverine than Kitty Pryde. So yeah, it's crazy that they got rid of her completely from the normal cut of the movie. And then we have My Boy to Storm. Perfect casting as well. It looks like very exciting to get another Storm in a Marvel movie, and I think I think she definitely looks the part. I think she'll be great. Haven't seen I don't know if she's like a new actress. Like, I don't know if she's been in anything. She might be one of the few that hasn't been in anything up until now. Like, this is her big break. And then, of course, as Coach Drew, you mentioned, let's talk about Adam Driver. He comes on, and once we saw him, we're like, okay, they're casting him as something big. Everybody's been theorizing Magneto. He makes a joke of it. And then he says, Nathan Milbury and Nathaniel Milbury, aka Mr. Sinister. I'm not as familiar with the character. I know that they were kind of like teasing some involvement with him in like Logan and the Wolverine, right? And then they didn't actually show him. And then X-Men 97 season 1, he was one of the main bad guys, and he was really, really interesting, really, really cool, and really, really creepy. So he was great in X-Men 97. And so I'm very, very interested to see how Adam Driver is going to play that character. I think it's cool that it is a character that people didn't expect going in. So I think that's a really, really good thing. So I'm very, very happy with the X-Men cast. I think it's a great cast. I assume that at some point we'll probably get a few more, because I assume we're gonna have a Magneto. You can't quite do it without him. I am going to be curious, though, because Charles Xavier is younger. I'm assuming Magneto is going to be younger. How are they going to do the Magneto's backstory, like with the Holocaust and everything? Or are they going to do like the civil rights movement or something of that nature, or just explain really slow aging? I don't know. Like, I'm curious how they're going to do that, because you really need Magneto and Charles. Like, they are like together, like they're differing ideals, and you understand both points of view. And so that's what I'm hoping that to find out. And yeah, and then wasn't there something about like a new Mystique? Maybe I'm obviously Rebecca Romijn's coming back in Doomsday, but I thought that there was something about, I guess not, but I thought I'd heard some, maybe it's like the rumors of like who was cast as Beast, and then the actress for Mystique might have dropped out as well. But yeah, thank you, Coach Drew, for jumping in the chat here. That was great to get some questions there. But yeah, it should be exciting. And then I feel like that was like the big stuff for Marvel. There was some other stuff that was at D23. There was like a Lilo and Stitch live action sequel, which okay, and then an Incredibles 3, okay. Like, I don't think we necessarily needed more of that. I don't know. I mean, Disney's just gonna keep being Disney at this point. I think it's really funny how like Incredibles sequels just get pumped out like years after the last one, and like and I feel like Incredibles 2 wasn't at all what people were expecting from the sequel. Like they went a completely different route. But yeah, no, I find that interesting. And then Star Wars Starfighter is also there. Ryan Gosling and Sean Levy. Like, again, obviously those two are going to be working together on Ghost Rider. And this, I am hoping Star Wars Starfighter is good. And that it's not going to end up as another canceled project. That would be a bummer. And so, yeah, really, really hoping that it's good. I am excited for it. They need Star Wars to come back to glory on the big screen. And I think this is the way to do it. I like, it's just like Mandalorian Grogu was pretty disappointing, unfortunately. But yeah, that is kind of everything I wanted to discuss. Josh may have gotten lost along the way. But again, thank you, Coach Drew, for jumping on there. It doesn't seem like we have any other people that are asking questions or anything. Again, just subscribe, like, share, comment, watch our videos, watch our content, because we have so much of it. I think there's something for everybody to enjoy. That's the amazing thing about this. And so, like, you know, I think it's just been amazing, and bringing, 20 different people together and having this amazing team behind me is just awesome. I love you all. As was stated a few weeks ago, or asked a few weeks ago, how would you rank the Tribe of Nerds? I cannot rank you guys, but I will say, if we're ranking, you're all tied at second to yours truly. The man, the myth, the legend, Jake the Snake. Yes. So, yes. Otherwise I will not be ranking anybody else. But yeah, no, it's been amazing. I really think that just bringing different people together has been like the highlight, and just getting to talk about stuff we love and having fun. Like, that's the big thing with Tribe of Nerds that I love about us. So yeah. Let's see. Let's see if Josh is gonna hop on for a few but yeah, I mean, let us know what your favorite Tribe of Nerds content is. Like, what series? Is it any of our Survivor stuff? Is it our Road to Doomsday? Is it our Lost content? Lost is also huge. That's something I forgot to mention earlier. Absolutely watch our Lost content and keep it spoiler free. We're on season 5, almost done with season 5, more than halfway through. And then yeah, just season 6, and it's really incredible to get to binge that show with people who are super fans of it. So I've been really enjoying it. And yeah, I mean, you guys should absolutely check all that stuff out. Let us know what you love. And we've got a bunch of like older series that you can go check out. Older recaps. We have so much stuff. I think we have about probably, including shorts, like I think it's like 1,000 something videos. Like but like episodes, I think it's probably about 500 at this point that are on the channel. So it's really, really awesome. And yeah, again, I just want to thank everybody for supporting the channel. And oh, hey, Josh, what's up, dude?
Nothing. Just still reeling from a lot of the news we got this week, but
yeah, I just broke a lot of it down. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on it here, because I'm sure you have a lot of thoughts. Yeah, I mean, did you want to just kind of jump around? I mean, why don't we talk about the X-Men, because I just talked about them.
yes, let's of course we're going to start with the X-Men. So, if people don't know, there's an actor named Kit Connor. And Kit Connor is a very good actor. He's one of my favorites right now for a couple of reasons. Number one, if you ever seen the movie Rocket Man, there's a very young man playing the piano at the beginning of Rocket Man, and it's Elton John, and the kid's like, he's like, get your beer off the piano. And that kid playing Elton John is Kit Connor. Okay. And then, so I went and watched that movie in 2019. And then a couple years later, this show comes out on Netflix called Heartstopper. And one of the leads in that show, also Kit Connor. And he's very good in that show. He's a very good actor. So I freaked out when they were like, when the rumor first hit of like, hey, Kit Connor's probably gonna be Cyclops. I was like, there is no way, because I know that first, I can't remember his name, but they wanted the guy from The Long Walk, which, don't get me wrong, he's a great actor too. But Kit Connor, man, like, come on, you don't play Elton John because you're a bad actor. Like, that's just not how that works. So I'm very excited for him. Sadie Sink, she was great in a movie.
I already said it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I was going to say, in a movie, in Spider-Man, which is hilarious because, like, in the theater, usually, like, when you hear a name announced, you're like, ooh, and you're like, I know that name. I'm not kidding. In the theater I was in, I think almost every seat was sold. And the theater I was in, they're like, we have a name, Jean Grey. And the whole theater was like silent. We're like, yeah, we know. Like, we already knew. The whole theater, I didn't hear a single like, oh my God. Like, it was like, I mean, yeah, did we not already figure that out? And it was so funny to me because I went and saw it like 2 days after it came out. So it isn't like this is people's 8th viewing. Like, a lot of these people, they were laughing at the jokes. Like, they were like, oh my gosh. So you could tell it was everyone's first time watching the movie.
Right.
But at the same time, we were all like, I mean, yeah, didn't we all figure this out? That she was Jean Grey by, like, the fact that she's jumping into people's minds? Like, did you guys not automatically think that?
Right.
So Marvel's worst kept secret, other than the Spider-Men showing up in No Way Home. And yeah, I'm like, Marvel, like, how does this happen? Like Infinity War and Endgame, they hid stuff so well. And then other movies, I'm like, what? Do you just let anybody on set? Like, what's going on? Are you sending mass emails? Are you adding the president to like secret text chats? And then he's just telling everybody in the speech? Like, I don't get it. But it's, yeah, Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. I think she was great in Spider-Man. She was really good. Acting powerhouse. People could tell from Stranger Things. So I think she's going to be phenomenal. I have committed a sin. And I totally understand. It's my fault. I'm a stupid, dumb doo-doo moron face. I should have done it. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, especially to, I think the director's name is Curry Baker. I'm so sorry. I've not seen Obsession yet. So I do not know the power of the actress. I believe her name is Indy, who's now going to be playing. Now is playing Rogue. I am unfamiliar with your game because I have not seen Obsession yet. But I've heard that she's really good. And I've heard that the movie is phenomenal. Like, there's a reason it broke a bunch of records. It's because it's just crazy good. So I need to watch it. I just didn't get out to the movie theaters and see it because I'm what some people would refer to as a pathetic piece of shit. And I was super lazy, so I didn't go watch it. But I can't wait. I'm gonna give her a chance. Like, all these losers on the internet are like, she's not Rogue. I'm like, no one's Rogue. Shut up. Like, oh my gosh. We haven't gotten a single Rogue that's actually been like 100% invested in it yet. So let's all calm down. We're going to act like we all loved Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique at first. Shut up. Like, just give everybody a chance. Be quiet. I'm sick of it. Going down to the next. You know what? I will say I got a bone to pick. Casting Rogue and not having a Gambit. I understand why. Because we're just now about to get Channing Tatum, and it only took him like 1,300 years to actually get the role.
He's about to make a name for himself.
I for a second time, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. But at the same time, come on, man. Like, we have a Rogue and we don't have a Gambit. Even more criminal. We have a Rogue and we don't have a Nightcrawler, which, once again, I understand because we're about to get them soon. But, like, if you've been watching X-Men 97, you know that as soon as Nightcrawler showed up in the show, everybody was like, okay, here we are. Like, he's here. He's the best. He's the one who has like the faith of the team. He is the best X-Men, which is true. And yes, he's phenomenal. I love Nightcrawler. I still have the Funko Pop up there of him, the Bamf. And I love Nightcrawler so much. But I feel like they don't have a bad cast. Like, I hate that they went with an alias of Nathaniel Essex instead of just saying Nathaniel Essex, or instead of just saying Mr. Sinister. Yeah. Because, like, I get it. You want to do the whole, it might not be them at first, and then it will change into them. Just call him Mr. Sinister. Enough with the bullshit. Magneto showed up, and we called him Magneto, and we knew he wasn't bad yet, but he also wasn't good. So we're like, we're going to call him what we know him as, Magneto. I can't believe we're getting another Charles Xavier. God, Marvel needs to let him die. I can't stand Charles Xavier.
Let it die. Let it die.
I can't stand him. Legitimately, Charles Xavier is one of those Marvel characters where it's like, he was great at the time, but over the decades, they've ruined that man, and he should be dead forever. Not the actor, the fucking character. I'm so done with him. That's why, like, X-Men 97, I loved it because I'm like, oh, thank God, no Charles Xavier. And then that episode came along, and I was just like, damn it. Like, we were so close to getting a show, getting the X-Men without Charles Xavier. And then they ruined it again, and they brought it back. And I hated it. But, whoa. So, University of Michigan alumnus Maya Boyd playing Storm in this movie. Can't wait for that. In case y'all don't know, I live in and born in and like still love Michigan. It's the best state in the union. Fuck you, Ohio. And wow, as soon as I saw U of M alumni, I went, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You're about to see art happen. You know what other movie was filmed in Ann Arbor right by U of M? Scream 4.
Oh,
yeah, that's right. Scream 4, they filmed it right by U of M.
I did not know
that is where a very young Chelsea, now known as Chelsea Janice from the Dead Meat channel, that's where she watched them shoot a scene in Scream 4. And then that's eventually where James A. Janice and Chelsea Janice, who run the Dead Meat channel, eventually met, and then they dated and got married.
That's amazing.
Which, if you know me, I love Dead Meat and I love horror.
Yeah,
but
they're a good channel.
Oh my gosh, I love them so much.
And they also love Survivor because they've done Survivor with horror characters.
And they're just good people. We need more of that in the world. I know I'm not. That's why I don't do a lot outside of this, because I'm like, I should not be a role model. But James A. Janice is a role model. Keep him as a role model. He's the GOAT. Yeah.
And then of course Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. Samara Weaving was the one I was most familiar with because Scream 6, Ready or Not is the
Ready or Not. Ooh.
And Babysitter.
Ooh. Gosh, don't get me started on the Babysitter, bro. You can't even do that.
They're two bad movies.
You can't. Hey. Hey. Now that is something we are not gonna agree on. All right, I'll tell you that off the bat.
First one, I'll give you. Okay, there's some charm to it. Second one, I have no idea what the hell I just watched when I watched that like a year or two ago. I was just like,
man. First one is a damn good time. The second one, still fun, but the twist is a little weird. But also, God bless that kid for slamming Jenna Ortega and not being a virgin. So, and then all those demons die. Hell yeah, man. That was the coolest way to do that shit. Go watch it. Go watch both of them. If you like horror, you'll probably love it. It's super funny. Unless you're Borucki and you hate me, then don't watch them. But I love Samara Weaving. Yeah. I was not surprised, like it's a bad thing, but I was just like, oh, I didn't expect like a name I recognize to be picked as Emma Frost. Honestly, I thought most of this cast was going to be like, I don't want to say this and sound mean, but I almost expected it to be like smaller actors, like not as A-list or well-known, which to be fair, a lot of these actors, like they're known, but I wouldn't say they're like A-list. They're just known because of like one or two things, which is the perfect time to get them, because that is exactly when you can like morph a movie star. Like look at Glenn Powell. Like he was in a couple of things, but he wasn't really like known for anything. And then they finally got him. They put him in like one phenomenal movie.
Top Gun Maverick. Yeah,
exactly. And then they just put him in a bunch of stuff since. Now dude's movie star. And like, he's a household name, nice guy. Everyone loves him. I love him. If you haven't seen The Running Man, go watch that too. Phenomenal movie. But that's how you can really like morph stars. And like, look at Tom Holland. Once again, he was in some stuff and he was like a child actor and he was really good. He was on the stage. He was in movies. But he wasn't really like known for any of those movies. He was just in them. And then suddenly Spider-Man comes out. And now like I think we've talked about it in the chat a little bit. This guy's like one of the most successful actors of all time. And one of the most successful franchises of all time. And he's only like slightly over 30.
Yeah.
And that's it. Which the fact that he's like a little over 4 years older than me really just pisses me off. But other than that, like, I'll get over it, I guess. I look like this. I sound like this. I get paid like this. And then there's him. And I'm like, all right, I'm pissed. Like, whatever. Yeah. He's earned it. He's done a good job, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's Samara Weaving, Sadie Sink, and Adam Driver. Obviously, the three actors I'm most familiar with. Everybody else is basically new to me, or like I know Christopher Abbott, I guess, is married to Aubrey Plaza, as Kevin said.
Whoa!
But
I did not know that.
He said Mr. Aubrey Plaza. So I was like,
huh?
I hadn't heard that. So yeah,
I actually had no idea.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Oh, is it not?
Oh, they're partners, but they're not
Okay.
married.
Okay, sorry. Well,
But they are partners. I knew because
because she had a husband who passed away, right?
Yeah, her ex-husband passed away. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. But yeah, I mean, again, this is a great cast, as you mentioned. I mean, we got 3 big names in there, and then everybody else is like relatively new.
Borucki, they had a kid a week ago.
Wow.
Aubrey Plaza and now Charles Xavier had a baby August 10th.
Yeah, Lady Death, as she is in the MCU.
That's literally 8 years ago. Number one, what a power couple. When you're like, oh, my wife is Lady Death and I'm Charles Xavier. All right, whatever, dude. Like, to brag about it. All right, whatever, man. Earned, clearly, because they casted him. But like, oh my gosh, dude, what a power move. Aubrey's like, damn, like, how did he somehow come in and get a bigger role than me? Like, holy shit. I was Death. That was like the biggest role that Marvel had in a while at the time. Then Mephisto came in and we're like, forget about Death. But dude, it's, oh my gosh, man. X-Men cast, so freaking excited. Can't wait. Especially if they like, I'm so glad they didn't put Wolverine in this movie. Whether that be recasting him or putting Hugh Jackman in it again. Thank God they didn't put Wolverine in this movie. I love Wolverine. Don't get me wrong. I have a bunch of Wolverine shit back here. But we need a break. I love Wolverine, but we need some X-Men without the Wolverine so they can actually grow some of these other characters first. Because we saw what happened in X-Men 2000. It just became the Wolverine show. And then all of a sudden, they come out with a Logan. We're like, oh, a good one. But like, it's just insane. So I'm so glad that they were like, you know what, Wolverine's going to sit this one out. We'll get him in a later date. That'll be fine. Same thing with Magneto. I love Magneto. You know this. Dr. Doom and Magneto like flip back and forth between 1 and 2, like best Marvel villain for me. Really almost best villain of all time for me. They jump back and forth all the time. So I'm very happy they're taking... Honestly, they're sitting the hell down and letting some of the other characters get to act and actually get some story progression because, wow, as much as I love Magneto and Wolverine, I could use like 5 minutes less screen time of them.
Yeah. Well, I was discussing before you got here of like, I feel like they're because Charles and Magneto are a dynamic that is just, we've seen before and like, that is just so good together. I'm wondering when they get the MCU's Magneto, how they're going to do like his origin with the Holocaust and whatnot. Are they just going to go slow aging, or are they going to do like the civil rights movement or something like that?
Brother, man, I'm going to be 100% shocked if they don't have Magneto in that after credit scene.
Yeah.
Like, that's the first thing I thought is like, he might not be in the movie, but homie is going to be in the after credit scene. He probably will be the after credit scene. It'll just be him giving a speech. And then somebody turns around and we're like, oh, it's this actor. And then it's like done. Or they won't even show the actor. They'll pull a Fantastic Four and just have like Dr. Doom standing there, but we don't see him. But with the figure, we're like, okay, that's Dr. Doom. And then it just kind of cuts to black and moves to the next thing. Who knows what they'll do? I don't even think they'll know what they'll do yet. But like at the same time, holy crap, I can't wait to get Magneto. I will love Magneto so much. On the other hand, I see him peeking down the little left-hand corner over here, my little baby boy. I see Vision.
Yes.
So, number one, I got to tell you, everyone's like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see Vision again. Get him out of here. This should be the Ultron show.
Yes.
I don't care about Vision right now. I need Ultron, especially when they have James Spader. He's so good. And people were like, oh, he wasn't good as Ultron. Shut up. You're wrong.
I call BS on that.
Because that's so wrong. Whoever says he's a bad Ultron is so stupid. Like, every line he said was so good, and he's such a good actor. Even in this, where it's like a Vision, and you can hear like that Ultron voice, you're like, oh, beautiful. And then he's like, human avatars only, and he's like, Papaw, Peepaw. And it's like, dude, kills me when he's so sarcastic and he's so funny. But the way that he delivers lines is just beautiful. He is so good at it. Like, even in Age of Ultron when he's like, I can't physically throw up in my mouth, and like he's showing you through his voice, like, I'm done with this. Like, I'm annoyed. I'm not enjoying this fight anymore. I'm just annoyed by these people. So I can't wait. But I also love that people, instead of VisionQuest, they're calling this we didn't have enough budget for the CGI quest, because it's like, that's why it's human avatars only, because we didn't really want to give this show enough money to have Ultron the whole time as a robot. So instead we're going to make him look like Santa Claus. And I'm like, that's fine by me. Like, that's fair. The show can do whatever they want. It's up to Marvel. I'm still going to watch it. I'm still excited for it. But it's also funny because it's like, oh, here's Friday, human form. And I'm like, okay. It's like Jarvis, human form. I'm like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., got it. And then it's like E and then dumb E. And I'm like, all right, kind of rude, but I'll get over it. And then like, it's so funny to me to like see all of these robots that like Tony Stark created. And I'm like, man, it's funny that only one of them hates the guy that made them, because really they all should. Like, how's your name Dumb E? I'd be so pissed. Like, can you imagine you're born and your parents like, I know what his name's gonna be, Dumb E. I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna kill these people when I get older. Like, oh, I'm gonna get my revenge. Oh man.
It's hilarious. So is Jarvis is played by the guy that from Agent Carter still, right? James Darcy, I believe.
I believe so. It looked like it.
An Endgame, yeah. So that's cool. And yeah, just like it makes sense that they're using every single like robot and AI that we've seen in the MCU. Friday, Edith. So
what did you say? Sounded like you said AI.
But yeah, I thought the VisionQuest trailer looked good. I mean, yeah, it's like obvious that they're trying to save the budget on CGI with human forms, but like, I don't know. I think because WandaVision was really good, maybe except the finale being rushed and everything because of COVID, and then Agatha All Along was really, really good. So
good.
I think VisionQuest is still going to be good.
And we're getting Tommy.
Yes, Speed. Yes. I don't know.
Wait.
I don't know the actor's name who plays him. But let me find that out. Actually, that would be
I saw a clip of him on another show, and like, I'm not gonna talk about what was happening in that clip, but woo, it was not PG-13. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I was like, holy moly, he's a good actor because that looks real. Wow.
Okay, I'm probably gonna butcher his first name, but Ruarid Malika is playing Tommy Maximoff. So yeah. You seem to have seen him, but I'm not familiar with this.
I've seen more of him than I would like to admit in that clip. I saw a lot of him in that clip.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, I don't know what that show is, but I will be going back to it because I'm gonna find out what that show is and watch the whole damn thing. But it looks like he was a really good actor. But yeah, he looks phenomenal. I can't wait to see Tommy in the show or in the MCU in general. But also, apparently, this show is supposed to lead, like, I don't know if it'll go directly into Doomsday or directly into Secret Wars, but it's supposed to lead directly into something. Okay. And I'm excited because I definitely know that means probably at the end of this show, Ghost Agatha, which I can't even believe that I forgot she died. Like, somebody was like, oh, yeah, Ghost Agatha. I'm like, she did die, didn't she? Spoiler alert, I guess. But well, yeah, Ghost Agatha and then Wiccan are gonna show up and be like, "Hey, family's back together," and then they're like, "Oh, not really. There's one person missing," and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh," and Kevin Feige's gonna be like, "Nah, she's dead." Cue the next show. I'm gonna be like, "Oh man, I'm so curious to see if she's actually dead or not because that fandom is so." Hot and ramp, like they are adamant that she is not dead. And I can tell Kevin Feige's probably reading the internet like, if we don't bring her back, these like twinks and gay people are going to raid the Marvel Studios and demand that we bring the Scarlet Witch back because, like, wow, she has a popularity that so few characters in the MCU have. Like, do you think Ant-Man fans could move mountains like this? No, they could not.
Nope.
Because they are not as, like, down bad for their hero as Scarlet Witch support. Like, remember when Multiverse of Madness came out and Scarlet Witch supporters were on the internet like, and I'm not even mad at her. What? Like, she murdered so many people. It's like that video where it's like, she was the best gal around. And the reporter's like, what about all the people they murdered? And they're like, what murder? That's Wanda Maximoff supporters, where it's like, we don't care if she killed the entire planet. We're voting for her. And I'm like, all right, like, that's your prerogative, I guess.
Yeah, I think she's gonna come back. But Elizabeth Olsen did just have a baby herself, so like,
Good for her.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe Kevin Feige is just gonna keep her dead, but like, I really don't think so.
I always say good for her after someone gives birth, even though it's like probably the most rough 9 months of their life. And if they get postpartum, it's going to be even crazier. So like, maybe not. I feel like it is good for her, but also like maybe I should approach it more cautiously instead of just being like, this is great news. I'm also just like, oh, how are you? Like,
I mean, it is good news. She gave birth to a new life, so like, I think that's
fair. I think it's overall good news, but it's also like, hey, how are you doing? Like, let's check in on you as a holistic person. How are you doing?
Yeah.
The baby's cool. How are you doing? You just pushed a baby out of you. That's crazy when you think about it. How are you?
Yeah, Michael would probably hate on that baby.
And then there's Ultron, like, I can't physically throw up in my mouth. And I'm like, all right, dude. He's just sick that more people are being born.
Oh, God. All right, and then I discussed the new Doomsday trailer that also dropped. I said we also got Hugh and Ryan also doing like a little bit of a fun gag at D23 where Hugh was getting fed lines from Ryan in the background being like, we'd love to return for Avengers Doomsday. I think they're in it. They're in it 100% at this point. There's also leaks. I did mention that there's leaks going around. I don't know that they're true, but there's leaks saying that Hugh Jackman and Tobey Maguire are both going to be in the beginning of the movie. So
I saw that too.
Yeah, I don't know how true.
I saw it where I think it starts off with Deadpool, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, and Wolverine.
Yeah,
and it's like Deadpool and Wolverine are fighting Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man. I also, same as you, am not sure if these are real. Can I give you my hot take?
Yeah,
I hope they're not.
Because that'd be fun.
I'm not gonna lie, I like everyone wants to bitch about the fun cameos. I'm a fun cameo guy, so if they show up, I'm not gonna be mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
But also at the same time, how many people did we show their name on the back of a chair? And I'm already like, that's a lot.
Yeah,
like we got a lot of characters to focus on, and like some of them I'm hoping die quickly, Steve Rogers, and then like others. I'm like, okay, like I really actually want you to either like be given a great last run or like die in the heat of battle. And it's so gorgeous that like we're gonna remember you until my grandkids are born. And they're like, who's this? I'm like, that's Gambit, son. He died a damn hero fighting Dr. Doom. And like I'm telling stories to my grandkids and shit. But yeah, that's how I envision this movie. It's like I really want to make sure everyone gets their proper due. Because granted, I know there's a whole movie after this, but I am almost 100% certain that a lot of the characters in this movie are not going to make it that far. And I'm almost guaranteed that 90% of the X-Men are not going to make it to Secret Wars. Like maybe 2 will. And that's just because we need some sort of X-Man to show up in Secret Wars to keep the continuity going of all these different teams banding together. But other than that, like, there's so many that I think are just going to be as dead as a doornail. But, like, there is no way that Magneto is still alive in Secret Wars. I'm so sorry. But if he is, I'm going to be so shocked. Like, they show him and Charles Xavier so weak and frail in this movie. I'm like, this man is dying. Like, this man is dying in this movie, and if he doesn't, he's gonna die in Secret Wars, and that's when we get the new X-Men. Like, that's just how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I agree completely. I think they're setting up for those two to die. I think the OG X-Men are all honestly going to die throughout the movie. But they're gonna give some of them like their time, their due. They're gonna make James Marsden like the best Cyclops they've wanted to make him for 20 years. And then
can you imagine if they don't, just because they want Kit Connor to get like the best release of all time?
they could do it that way.
They ruin James Marsden one last time just so when Kit Connor shows up, everyone's like, okay, fresh start. Like, we're good now. We got that out of the way. Now we need to get this side. I don't think that's what'll happen, but can you imagine if Kevin Feige's like, no, we're gonna fuck him up one last time. Like, Jean Grey comes back and kills him again on a lake, and we're like, all right, like, he's gone for good this time.
Yeah, but Famke Jensen is not in this movie apparently.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Jean Grey isn't gonna be in a movie. Bullshit. Like,
yeah.
They can't even keep her name out of the movies rather than her. Get over it. Oh, yeah. Bull. I call bull. They couldn't even keep her out of a Spider-Man movie now. Oh, my gosh. Here she goes again. She's showing up in every movie now. She's the most powerful character. All right. All right. Oh, Jean Grey. I've had enough of Jean Grey. I'm ready to throw up. If I never saw her character again, I wouldn't complain, man. I'm sorry, but I'm so sick of her ass. If they do Dark Phoenix one more time, I'm going to lose my fucking mind, man.
Yeah.
So I don't mean to like swear so much, but I can't stand. If we do that story one more time, I'm going to set my comic book on fire. I'm just never going to read that story again. And I'll make that bet right now over the camera. If they do that story again, I will burn that comic in my backyard in the fire pit. And I will never buy another copy, and I will not let my kids read it either.
Yeah, I don't think Kevin wants to redo Dark Phoenix for the third time and watch it fail. Like, I think they've...
Gosh, good.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll have to see. But, and then the other interesting part that I did discuss from the second Doomsday trailer is, of course, like, RDJ is Doom. We get more of him, and like how Sue Storm is basically like Victor used to be this like amazing guy, this really good guy, and then he lost everything. And now, you know, Victor's Doom is literally
in the memes about her line, he was the smartest guy in the room.
I think I've seen like a little bit of those memes, but yeah.
It's pretty much the meme where it's like Victor was always the smartest guy in the room, and then it's Reed Richards like being pissed off.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, I'm the smartest man in the world. Like, no, not him. But I am really liking the RDJ. I don't want to get canceled for saying it because everyone else on the internet seems to be mad, I guess. But RDJ, his accent sounds so good.
It does.
Dr. Doom. Like when he's sitting there and he's like, you have all been leading stolen lives.
Yeah,
and now you must give them back. I'm like, whoa. Like, he does sound scary as shit, man. He's like, hell answers to doom. And I'm like, yo! And the shot of him standing in the Iron Man pose, holding his arms out. And then, like, the Sentinel bots are up behind him. And I'm like, yo!
Yeah.
I'm ready to watch the slaughter of the X-Men. Like, I can't wait.
It's happening. Yeah, the stolen lives comment was the most interesting to me because, like, thinking about it, a lot of these characters have, like, stolen some sort of life or they've done things that should have consequences. Steve went back in the past with Peggy, and now like that is absolutely gonna have ramifications, obviously. I mean, he has a son, so like that's a whole thing that he completely changed something. Thor has a daughter that wasn't even originally his because he wished on eternity to bring her back. And so like, you know, I think it's really, really interesting. You can think about, I'm pretty sure all these characters have done that, and so I'm interested to see what else with other characters will make Doom angry at them. So.
Listen, I just can't wait to see the scene where Captain America and I I can't remember if his name is just Falcon or if they've added something to it.
Yeah,
but Captain America and the new Falcon show up on the scene and they see Doom beating Thor's ass, and they're just like, and what are we supposed to do? Like, we're two guys in suits. What are we supposed to? Thor? He's beating Thor's ass? Do you know what my power is? Will. My power is willpower, and I don't even have that. That's it. I'm going to give up right now. Then there's like Yelena in the background, like, this is small potatoes. Like, no, I'm going back to New York through my jacuzzi. Like, no more the big potatoes for me. Only small potatoes with Spider-Man. Like, no more the big potatoes. After that, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going home, bro. I don't care about the encouragement. I just want to go home.
Yeah. I don't even know what most of the Thunderbolts are going to be doing in this movie, to be honest. Like...
Running. The only Thunderbolt that is truly ready to face off is Bob. And even not even Bob. Well, actually, him as Sentry was pretty good. Yeah. But like Bob as Sentry, great. Bob as the Void, definitely ready to fight Doom. But also, are we going to get Bob back after that? But it's like, holy crap, man. There's like two people in this movie that are ready to fight Doom. And we already saw one of them is not going to win the fight that he has. And that's Thor. So I'm like, really, it feels like there's one character left that's going to actually be able to fight Doom in any sort of capacity. And it's going to be the character where we've seen he does not have control of his powers.
Right.
So I'm very excited to see what they do with that.
Yeah, I think they're going to use Bob as a last resort. Clearly, I'm very curious how they're going to do it, too, because he's going to be the one character where, like, he cannot go back into that, but they're going to have to make him do that. And, like, it's going to be kind of, I think the way the Russos are going to do it is, like, they're going to have this be, like, this tragic, heroic moment of, like, Bob has to do this. He doesn't want to, and he has to do it to save the world. And they're basically losing him again. So
yeah, which is like sad, but at the same time, like, oh well.
Yeah,
I hate to sound so nonchalant. It's like, oh well, but at the same time, I'm like, it's,
yeah. I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see what happens, but no, I mean, this has been good. I mean, now that we've talked about everything, I've gotten to talk about everything for a half hour, got to talk about everything with you for another half hour. So we got a lot covered.
One last thing I talk about. I know it's kind of old news now, but I just can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider is going to be so damn good.
Yes. Yeah, I'm excited.
I saw that the only 3 Marvel movies coming out in 2028 are in this order: the X-Men, Ghost Rider, and Black Panther 3.
Yes.
And I have not heard a year that sounds more stacked with Marvel movies in a very long time, except for 2025. But we found out that one of those movies was terrible, so that doesn't count. But also, can you believe that Channing Tatum as Gambit is probably only going to have a 2-year tenure? Because he just started playing Gambit in 2024, and he's probably going to die in Doomsday. Worst case scenario, Secret Wars. So the longest tenure he can have is 2 or 3 years as Gambit. And I'm like, that's gotta suck. Like, granted, it's probably the best 2 or 3 years of his life.
Right.
But wow, that's gotta suck. Where it's like, I got brought in to play this character I've wanted to play for 16 years, and now I get to play him for like 2 or 3. I'd be so grateful, but also like so bummed out at the same time.
Yeah, at least they actually got to let him be Gambit. Like at least he got to have that finally after 16 years. But yeah, I mean that's exciting. I did mention as well other stuff that was announced at D23, just like off of Disney. Incredibles 3. I don't know why it needs to be made at this point, but
don't get me started on Incredibles 3, man. Listen, I think I know why it needs to be made. And it's because what the hell was the Screenslaver? Like, that was not a very good villain. Exactly. It was poo-poo. So I think that's truly why they're making Incredibles 3 is to make up. Because this villain, like, number one, they showed off like the silhouette. And I was like, hold up. Like, that was kind of cool. And they were like, oh, this character is more powerful than all of the Incredibles combined. And I'm like, listen, that takes me to one place where they're probably going to have to team up with even more superheroes, almost like the ending of Incredibles 2, where like they have to bring in more people outside of the family. And I'm all for that because I want to meet more of these superheroes. But there's also somebody was doing a thing online where they think that this villain is actually going to be a previous hero that we've seen in the Incredibles. So like it was in one of the I think it was in like a flashback. We see a character who has like a V on his chest and he was a superhero at one point. And they think that maybe something happened, or when superheroes were outlawed, like he just, I don't know if a crime was committed and it like ruined his life, or if he was just kind of turned immediately into a supervillain. But I was like, that would be really cool if they did that.
Yeah. Yeah, I at this point, yeah, Screenslaver was not good, and like Incredibles 2 wasn't what everybody else expected. I didn't hate it, but it was underwhelming. I agree. So I'd like to see something better for Incredibles 3 at least. And then I'm done with I haven't really been interested in watching Disney live action remakes since I saw Aladdin. So I mean I think that's one of the only ones I've seen. And they've Lilo and Stitch 2 now, and they're bringing in Angel. So like congrats, I guess. I don't know.
It's crazy that Will Smith ruined his career twice in the past 10 years. That's just so funny to me. Like, how is that even possible? First, you do the live action Aladdin bomb, and then you slap the shit out of like a famous. You number one, you slap the shit out of Marty the Zebra. All right, how dare you? That is our hero. All right, we all loved Madagascar as kids, and Will Smith. I'm sorry, but like, Independence Day doesn't hold a candle to Madagascar 1, 2, or 3. Okay, those movies are art. Okay, except for Bill Pullman, he's great in Independence Day.
Yeah, I don't know. It's it's crazy how badly Will Smith screwed the pooch. And then the other exciting thing for us, Star Wars Starfighter with Ryan Gosling and Sean Levy as well. So they're going to be busy the next few years. I mean, I at least hope it's better than Mandalorian and Grogu. I think it will be. Sean Levy and Ryan Gosling are great. Ryan Gosling is obviously at the height of his career. I have no doubt that it'll be interesting, especially like he just did Project Hail Mary, and Project Hail Mary was amazing. Like,
yeah, he was in the Mickey Mouse Club.
Mickey Mouse Club. Oh my god,
he was. That show. Have you seen the clips?
No.
You need to go look it up, dude. There's a show, and when Ryan Gosling was a kid, he was on the Mickey Mouse Club.
Okay.
So like his partnership with Disney goes back like 30, 40 years, dude.
That
like
is crazy.
He was on a show. I think he's probably like 12 on this show. And he's just like, hey, what's up? My name is Ryan. I was like, we're done. Like, I can't believe
oh my god
already. Yeah.
Wow.
That's it's crazy. You definitely should go watch it after this because it's so funny, because that's actually like how they introduced him coming out to talk about the new Star Wars movie. Is they were like, hey, like, we have this guy coming out to talk about this new Star Wars movie. And then they flashed a clip from the Mickey Mouse Club. And it's like, hey, my name's Ryan. And it's Ryan Gosling. And you're like, dude, no way this man's Ghost Rider and he's about to be in a Star Wars movie. Like, yeah. Oh, man. And one more jacket for nerds to buy from a Ryan Gosling film, because we already have the jacket from Drive. We had the jacket from like a couple of different projects for him, because he always has really cool jackets.
Yeah. I've enjoyed a lot of Ryan Gosling stuff. I actually haven't seen Barbie, but I've seen like the Ken stuff. But
Spooky.
Fall Guy was amazing.
Fall Guy. I just want to throw my computer right now. The fact you said you haven't seen Barbie was like enough to set me off. You need to go watch Barbie. Listen, I am a man. I walked into Barbie with Lance, who you know is also a man.
Yes.
And we were the only two men in the theater. The whole other theater was a bunch of moms and their daughters, and like it was mostly women in the theater. And then there was Lance and I all the way in the back. We laughed the hardest out of anybody in the theater. We enjoyed that movie the most out of everybody there. And I got to tell you, when I watched it, it was genuinely one of my favorite movies at that time. Like, it's so much fun. It has color. It's like super serious at times, but it also has those super fun moments where it's just like so goofy. And Ryan Gosling is like peak comedy in this movie, and it's so good. I can't. If you watch it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Like, it's so incredibly sad at some points, but also so incredibly funny in others.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've heard. Like, I'll take your word for it, and like I've heard good things.
Even Michael Cera, who I think is one of the most annoying people ever born, and I don't know how he made it in Hollywood. He is so funny as Alan in Barbie. Like, he pops up and like Ken gets injured and he's like, no. And he like screams for a really long time. And it's like, honestly, it's only funny because of how long he screams. And he's just so perfect in it. Like, he'll make a joke and dude, it lands so well. I just highly recommend. If you watch it, you're going to text me and you're going to say one of two things. Like, number one, you're going to be like, Josh, you're dead to me, and you're going to block me. Or number two, you're going to be like, dude, you're so right. Like, this movie is so much fun. And really, it's a hell of a time.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. But I think we've gone on long enough now. We've gone on the tangent, but we were talking about the other D23 stuff. So there was stuff there. But yeah, with that, I think that's everything I wanted to discuss this week. So we'll figure out future live streams. So if you'd like us to keep going, absolutely comment what you want us to cover on live streams. Any questions that you guys have, we will absolutely answer them anytime. Go check out our other content. I kind of marketed it earlier told you all to go watch some of our content earlier in the podcast. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we will see you all next time for more on the Tribe of Nerds.
Ultron was right.